All right, so I got a request to do some up potting of these little panicle hydrangeas and see how well they grow if I up pot them. They're already starting to leaf out here, these two anyway, and they're looking beautiful. I've got some roots down in there. These two are not faring so well at this point. I just checked on both of them. One of them's got a ton of callus, the other one has some rotted callus. So let's just show you that now. This is one of them. I think it's got the callus that's doing okay in there. Nope, that's the rotted one. So you can see there's nothing going on. Got lots of little bugs crawling around in there. All right, and we'll take a look at this one. Now this one, no roots, or at least nothing from this side, but lots of little white callus bubbling up in there. So it's got some promise. I'm hoping this will take off too. So as I'm up potting, I wanted to show you guys what I'm finding in here. So these are the two that had the top growth coming out there. And when I opened them up, they do have roots. However, it's not like a pod full of roots. There are just some roots right there at the edge. There's some new ones starting to grow out there. They're looking good. They've got a good set of roots, but they really need to get up potted, and these things need to get taken care of, a little bit better care of. But here's the other one. Look at that callus. Just a massive ball of callus. And then you can see all them little roots shooting off. So we're looking good here. I just need to get them up potted. Now here's the one that didn't, oh, he's falling, he can't get up. Here's the one that didn't have any roots. Well, there's a little something that was there at one point, but it's got lots of white callus bubbling up in there. So I think if I get that potted up, it'll start taking off. And there it is, all our little hydrangeas potted up nicely. So once again, with just the callus, and then we've got our two right here. It's got some nice, beautiful green growth. Those buds are starting to open up. Now, I think they're gonna kind of stay stagnant here for a little while because there's only so much energy in these sticks here, and there were very little roots, and so they just don't have enough to support more growth to start shooting off. So there's gonna be a little period where these guys are just trying to set in lots of roots right now. And then once they get good and rooted in, they'll start continuing to grow more. But I think we're gonna kind of go through a little bit of a transplant shock period here where nothing really happens too much. So it's gonna be some time before we get back to this one, but I will come back to you guys and show you when something's happened. Just as of note, you guys can see I fertilize these with my slow release fertilizer. It's actually the same stuff I use on rhododendrons. It's for acid loving plants, but it works really well for all my landscape plants. And it's a good slow release, 4-month slow release fertilizer. I'll also water these in with some Miracle-Gro just to get that soil some nutrients right now until those little pellets start to dissolve and open up. But anyway, here we go. It is January 18th, I believe today. We'll come back when something is happening. And we're back. Today is March 5th, and there you go. We have got two beautiful panicle hydrangeas that are just growing like crazy. Isn't it amazing how much growth? I think it's been about a month and a half, and they are just shooting off there. Very healthy, did very well. So yeah, I would say it's a success. I'm really glad that I ended up saving these little air layers that weren't really doing anything outside as the weather got colder and keeping them. These two are definitely getting planted in front of my house. I'm probably gonna take some more cuttings because I think I want 4 of them in front of the house, but isn't that nice? You guys want to see that. There they are, the panicle hydrangeas. Absolutely beautiful. There you go, beautiful little panicle hydrangeas that are growing awesome. I love how these look. They're doing very well, and I can't wait to show these to you as they bloom through the summer. I'm pretty sure we'll get blooms on them this year. These things bloom readily every single year. In fact, the ones that I took these off of were just a cutting from the year prior, and they grew 2 huge blooms on them. So we'll see. I do know I need to prune these a little bit as we go, or else they're just going to be long, lanky growths, and I want to kind of prune them into little shrubs that have kind of just a little short tree-like thing with a rounded top that gets multiple shoots. But I don't know, this first year, I might just have to let them bloom. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I hope you guys like this little update here. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to follow along. Have a fantastic week, and I'll see you in the next video. Adios.